It's a big morning, guys. We're just waking up and starting to stir. We had some nice hot showers in the van last night. And today is a big day because we're going to a new country. I believe this will make the kiddies' 11th country and our 11th country in the van. But today we're going to Ecuador, and I'll explain more soon.
So before we cross into Ecuador, we decided to be at the grocery store here in Colombia first thing this morning to stock up. We've heard that stuff in Ecuador costs a little bit more thanks to Summer and Dee, some overlanders that are a few weeks ahead of us. So we've pulled into the parking lot and there is some commotion going on out front.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of police here, but it looks like they're doing their normal morning drills. But there is definitely a crowd gathering, so we're not entirely sure. We're gonna get our food and get the heck out of here.
All right. The Éxodo seems to be the starting point for some sort of marathon, a 5K or something. Some sort of run. We're having a hard time finding their favorite food, but we got stuff that will do. The good news is we've got some tidy cat. That's not always the case. Nuts and raisins to go in our oatmeal that I have for breakfast every morning. We're almost done, guys. We are always on the lookout for pickles. Now they have some, but those are sweet pickles, not dill pickles. We've learned that the hard way. They just started their race. There's people walking, running, people with their dogs. Happy Sunday morning here in this border town. Okay, so when you enter Colombia or exit Colombia, you have to fill out an online form giving them all the information about your departure or your entry, which we did 6 months ago. Can't believe we've been in Colombia almost 6 months to the day. But today we leave Colombia. So I gotta go online to their CheckMig website and tell them we're leaving.
It's kind of nice that they have everything electronic. It makes it so much easier. Some of the borders we've crossed, it's been brutal, but we understand this one's gonna be a little easier, fingers crossed.
I don't think we should have said that out loud, but it's been a while since we did a border crossing. Let's go do this, guys. Shopping is done. We are fully stocked. If we pass a convenient gas station that's easy to pull in, we're going to top off with fuel because, again, we hear Ecuador is going to be more expensive. We don't know. We are headed to the border. It's time to cross into Ecuador. Now, there's still one more unknown.
Is it open?
It's Sunday. Some locals that we met said that it should be open, that the aduana is always open, the border is always open, so we will see. The Google Maps just told us our destination may be closed today. But we're going to keep positive thoughts that we're crossing the border into Ecuador today. Let's go, guys. Our 11th country. Remember the really cool 5K marathon type race that we saw? It's no longer so cool. It's got all the roads down here closed. It's got the Google confused. We don't know how to get the heck out of here, but it does look like we're going to go past a pretty church while we're trying to figure it out. Alright, you can see they definitely have that road closed over there, and we need to cross that road. But we don't know how. It's always an adventure out here, guys. Always an adventure. And Nanner just got on the dash. It's going to be a good day. to the border. So, Curt may look it easy maneuvering this 22-foot long Mercedes Sprinter van that we call a house around these tight city streets, but it ain't always easy. Good job, Curty.
This is it, our gateway to another country. Drum roll, please. Are they going to be open? And also,
But it isn't gonna be smooth. We are 9 minutes from the border of Ecuador. It's time to leave this beautiful country of Colombia. All right, guys. Colombia just closed that big gray door on us. It's official. We have left Colombia. Right now, what's going on right now, Curt?
we don't have a country. We're in no man's land. Let's hope Ecuador's open.
Let's go. Gracias for visiting the Republic of Colombia. Thank you, Colombia, for being so amazing. And now, here we go. We are crossing the international bridge, which we do first here. We do that first. Alright guys, here it is. Ecuador. Our 11th country. Everything over here looks open. This is good. Okay, as usual this morning, border was hectic to start with. We pulled up on the Colombia side. Curt went up to the aduana window, which is kind of like the DMV back in the United States. It's for the vehicle permits. We canceled our permit for Colombia by just turning in our paperwork. That was it. Then we went around the building and entered the migration building, the immigration building, to exit Colombia. Got our passports stamped out. Then we got in the van. We drove across the bridge to Ecuador, where we had to stop and show proof of COVID vaccination. Once we did that, we were able to come over to the immigration building, go inside, get our passport stamped for 90 days here in Ecuador. We both have done that, and now Curt has gone right next door to the Aduana del Ecuador to get the permit for the van. The inspector has come out and checked the van just a little bit. So far, we have not had to have any copies. We have only had to show original documents. We have not had to pay any money, and it's gone super easy so far. One thing that is exciting about this border, guys, it is the first border in a very long time that we were able to cross without getting a COVID test. Now, right now, and of course this changes all the time, all around the world, but if you want to come into Ecuador right now, in March of 2022, all you need to show is proof of a COVID vaccination, which they call vacuna down here. If you do not have that, you have to do a PCR test, fill out a health form, and go through a lot more paperwork. But we have our vacunas, and it was super easy, guys. All right, it is official. Well, we still have one more stop. We have to go past the point of control, but we have all of our paperwork. We are in Ecuador.
And we've changed our money, so we're in good shape.
Yes, and just like we had heard, to enter Ecuador, there's really nothing to do for the gatos, for the kitties. We have all their paperwork, but no one has asked to see a thing. I would say this has been about an hour and a half process. What do you think, Curt?
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. I'm not even sure if it was that long.
We are in Ecuador!
We made it! Easiest border yet.
Without a doubt. Now we have about a 2-hour drive to where we will camp. We go through a town before that where maybe we stop and do a few more errands, or maybe not. We'll see how we feel. But I do think we're going to be wanting to have our first Ecuadorian lunch. Let's go, guys.
I'm hungry!
Ecuador! You're in Ecuador, baby. This is your 11th country. You are a very well-traveled kitty. G. G's about to go into the litter box. The first litter box use of Ecuador. Leave it to G to spoil a camera opportunity. There you are, buddy. G, you're in Ecuador. Yeah, it's exciting.
Here we are, on the edge of mystery. We long for a life of new discovery. Focus our eyes on the journey, stepping into the unknown, waving goodbye to our worry, and we're ready to go. We're up. We're not ever slowing down. We're up. We're chasing down the dreams we found, over the rivers and mountains, deep in the heart of the sea. We know adventure is calling, so we run wild and free. Wild and free. Wild and free.
Snow's gonna go hit the ATM. The good news here is it's US dollars. And if you can see that fuel sign right through there, the fuel diesel is, the sign says $1.90 a gallon.
That's crazy.
Maybe it's a liter, huh?
I don't know.
We're gonna find out. Gracias. Buen día.
All right, the first exciting thing is we're back to US dollars, so we understand what the money means.
And the second exciting thing is we have confirmed it's $1.90 a gallon for diesel here. So that is pretty amazing, especially given the prices of diesel going up around the world. So we're thankful.
One thing we have not addressed is it's raining. It's a gloomy, rainy, and cold day. We're still looking for a restaurant where we can pull in and get something to eat fairly easy, but we have not figured out the secret to that here in Ecuador yet. But we picked a good day to do the border crossing. It's all rainy. We found somewhere to eat. Let's go see if this first Ecuadorian meal is any good.
So our first dining experience, some of you will be happy to know I'm not getting the whole fried fish, but we are getting some traditional Ecuadorian food. Snow, what do you think of the menu?
Well, some of it I know what it is, some of it I don't. I kind of went with what I think is safe and ordered mote, which I don't know what mote is, con chicharrón. Y'all know I like chicharrones. And Curt got a frittata. We will see what that is. But something we need to tell you guys about Ecuador, and it's happened right here at our very first place. On the menu, they have something called cuy. Now, cuy is guinea pig. That is, they eat guinea pigs here in Ecuador like we eat chicken in the United States. It's going to be almost everywhere we go from what we understand. We have not decided if it's something we're going to try or not.
At first glance, we have all sorts of new stuff.
Yeah, so chicharrón. Well, chicharrón. I don't know what this is. And I don't know what this is.
It's some kind of hominy or corn, I believe.
Tastes like a bean.
Tastes like a bean. And then I got all kinds of weird stuff. Like, I have no idea what this is. This looks like pork. There's some more of that stuff that Snow
like
just
bean.
had. Looks like hominy to me. There's little fried things.
Well,
I got
we
a
know
whole
what that
potato and a little bit of enchilada. So, and then this is some kind of salsa here, but it's weird colored. So we'll see what it tastes like.
Now, something that is scaring me a little bit.
Solo tenemos con azúcar.
That's bean. Just going on.
All right, so I have no idea what this thing is.
I think
but I'm
it's a
gonna get
giant bean.
It looks like a giant bean. Tastes like a giant bean, but it actually has a little bit of sweetness to it, surprisingly.
Alright guys, we're gonna eat and we'll give you a report afterwards.
Meat's definitely pork. And all this stuff is really good. I believe it is hominy. Really good.
What about your juice? What kind of juice did you get?
I forget what you called it. Maybe like a horchata, maybe like a rice base, almost with a little pear taste to it.
All right, Snow's digging in. I think she has envy on what I ordered.
No, mine's really good. I had a little salad that I mixed in with these weird corn bean looking things. Put a little salt on it. Now it's tasty.
How's the salsa?
It seemed a little spicy to me, but it's probably perfect for you.
There we go. We're gonna enjoy, guys.
It's good.
So the meal was $7. It was really good. We even had a little bit of leftovers, but I left the girl a $1 tip, and she was beaming from ear to ear. I could hear her run back in the kitchen to tell her mom. So it may not seem like a lot, but here I think it really is. So it made me smile on the inside.
So now that we're a good hour and a half into Ecuador, it is obvious that at least this part of the country doesn't look anything like Colombia. There's no jungles. It looks kind of dry.
The mountains are kind of barren, no trees.
Yeah, there's a lot of flat spots between the mountains. We were saying it actually kind of reminds us of some of Colorado and Utah. But we have definitely lost the Colombian jungles.
They're making something here. Beans or something. They just used the one lane of the road.
I don't know.
I think it's beans. They're using the road. Yeah, to process the beans.
All right, sorry that we just spun you around and completely interrupted our vlog, but they took one lane of the road through that little farming town, spread everything out, like they kind of let the whatever the plant was dry, and it did look like beans or something were falling off on underneath. That was really cool. But anyway, we are out of the Colombian jungles, at least for now. It doesn't look like Colombia anymore.
I guess it's a bike trail. I was gonna hop up on the bike trail.
So on our way to our camp, we're passing a motorcycle racetrack. See if we can show you. Oh, they got speed bumps. We have made it to our campsite. It is the perfect place for us to hunker down for a few days and figure out our inverter electricity issue. It is owned by a German man named Hans. Check out the menu behind Curt. German food. So,
German?
alright, so I got a salchicha, some potatoes with bacon, and looks like some green onions. What'd you get, Curt?
I got some, it's supposed to be pork schnitzel with mushroom and potatoes and salad.
Alright, we're gonna dig into our German meal here in Ecuador.
Morning, everyone, and welcome again to Ecuador. It's so exciting to be here, and I wanted to show you this place we're staying at. We had a good night's sleep. I think we already shared with you that we had dinner. But one of the cool things about this place, you can see the van is back here. But look at all these overlanding vehicles.
And so I just talked to the couple from up here from Switzerland, and we ran into them at Panama, in Panama. So we hadn't seen them for a while, so it was nice to catch up with them. And there's other couples here as well. This is a couple from Texas that we just met. Actually, the gentleman has lived down in Medellin for about 10 years and just built this rig right here. And so they're traveling down to Argentina. Another camper there and a couple in the back. But look at all these overlanding rigs. We haven't seen this in so long. Now, a lot of these are just being stored here. Actually, Hans, the owner, who is German, so this is a little German beer garden. Hans said he had 22 vehicles here during COVID, during the lockdown, which I think here was pretty strict. But you can see they have a beer garden here and a nice German restaurant. And so we ate at that place last night. There's all sorts of chirping birds here, small birds. And so I was able to get a few pictures. Now mind you, a lot of these are small, quick moving birds darting around. So it was really tough to get them. But they got some coffee plants here, some beautiful flowers, and the gorgeous mountain up there. There's a lake right over here behind us. And I don't think you can see it right now because of the clouds. But there's a huge volcano right off in the distance. I'll try to get a shot of it. But we've been kind of hanging out, listening to the birds. And the thing is, guys, we need to get an inverter. And we've discussed it last night over dinner. And what we're gonna do is have one shipped in. And we're gonna have it shipped right here. So Hans is gonna help us with that. So that's pretty good news. Then we're gonna explore this area while we wait to get the new inverter. So the adventure in Ecuador is about to begin. We're excited and hope you guys are too. But we will see you on the next one. Thanks for joining us along on the adventures. You guys take care. Ciao.
If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you guys know when we put out new videos. And don't forget, you can always follow us over on Instagram to see what's going on in between videos. Cheers, guys!